Imagine that. You are looking at an ordinary object. Maybe it is a cup lying on the kitchen table, or an old notebook, dusty on the shelf. What if I told you that it is in these simple, familiar things that there is a source of endless inspiration? They are the ones who are able to awaken your creative energy and change your view of the world. In this video, we will reveal the secrets of how ordinary objects can inspire you to create something great. You will learn how to learn to see in the familiar what others do not notice, and how it can change your life forever. Do not switch, because something truly amazing is waiting for you ahead. When we talk about sources of inspiration, our imagination often draws grandiose images in front of us, majestic mountains, stormy seas, or a starry sky full of mysteries. But true inspiration lies not only in large-scale, breathtaking landscapes. It lives next to us, in the most ordinary and familiar things. Let's dive into the world of everyday objects and discover how they can be the key to your creative potential. Once the great artist Pablo Picasso said, "I'm not looking, I'm finding." And this principle, at first glance, is simple, but how much wisdom there is in it. When we stop looking for inspiration in distant lands and begin to notice our surroundings, even the simplest things can become powerful sources of inspiration. For example, an ordinary cup from which you drink coffee in the morning. Take a closer look at it. Pay attention to its shape, color, texture. What does it remind you of? Perhaps it is a symbol of your morning ritual, a moment of peace and reflection when you plan your day. Or maybe the shape of the cup conjures up an image of the landscape, and an idea for a new project begins to emerge in your head. One of the interesting examples of the use of everyday objects in art is the work of British artist Banksy, who turned walls and streets into canvases for his provocative graffiti. Banksy finds inspiration in the urban world around him, turning boring concrete walls into works of art that touch on important social themes. In his hands, even street signs or trash cans become plot elements that carry deep meaning. Not only artists, but also writers often draw inspiration from everyday objects. Stephen King, for example, mentioned in one of his interviews that the idea for his famous novel Carrie was born from simply observing the school environment and understanding how the cruelty of teenagers can manifest itself in their daily actions. The simple school environment, the objects in the classroom, all this served as the starting point for the creation of one of his most famous works. But how exactly can simple things become a source of inspiration? Let's try to approach this from a different angle. Remember the last time you were completely absorbed in something simple and familiar. Perhaps you were playing chess and suddenly realized that this is not just a game, but a metaphor for life. The pieces on the board, their movements and strategies can symbolize your actions in the real world, and the board is your path that you pave, moving from one choice to another. Such moments of awareness come when we allow ourselves to stop and really look at what surrounds us. At this point, everyday things begin to reveal their true essence, something much more than just their physical form. A simple pencil can become a symbol of the beginning of something new, a blank sheet that is waiting for your life story to be written on it. An interesting example, the famous film director Steven Spielberg